It's one of those stories where somebody need to go to the hospital because she's crazy. Well, I don't say crazy. She needs intense therapy, I believe. The headline reads, I spent over $100,000 to look like Barbie. People treat me better. So then you go through, and it's that one of those typical stories about they had this done and that done and this many plastic surgeries and all of that. So she says, I wanted to look like Barbie. All right, if you're spending that much money, no expense is probably too much for your cosmetic procedures, and you're trying to look like Barbie. Barbie doesn't have a big old ass thigh tattoo, does she?
No, she does not.
So when you get rid of that,
Well,
if you're
I
really
don't know.
trying to look like Barbie, and you can't be looking like Barbie,
They're big Barbie.
they got
I don't know.
thicker than a
Let's
Snicker
see.
Barbie.
I mean, hang on. I looked up tattoo Barbie to see if there is one. No, it doesn't look as if there's an official tattoo Barbie. Let's see. Is Barbie.
No, but if she's saying I want to look like Barbie, she's not talking about like that one that was the scientist that walks the dog. She's talking about Barbie with the little ways, pretty face with a big bang.
And I don't think Barbie got a chocolate milk mustache, does she?
What?
Doesn't
Yeah.
look like she got a chocolate milk mustache.
It does like she's
Yeah.
driving a mustache. Barbie does come in 4 different body sizes now: petite, tall, curvy, and original. So there is a
Petite, tall, curvy. Curvy means thicker.
yeah, an original. So there is a thicker size Barbie.
She's like, I wasn't talking about regular Barbie. I was talking about Barbie with the tattoos and the chocolate milk mustache Barbie.
I was talking about old girl Barbie.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If that's what you want to look
yeah,
like.
sure.
But don't say Barbie.
But if you're spending $100,000 to look like Barbie, wouldn't you? I mean, wouldn't you really go for it and say, all right, well, I got to get these tattoos taken off.
Yeah.
I'm
But
trying to
almost-
look like Barbie.
Almost every time we see these people, they looked better before they did all that.
Yeah.
I don't think this one did.
Really?
Meaning she looks that good now, or
Oh, she looks way better now. Yeah, way better.
She American?
Usually they're not.
Usually they're not.
know. But I didn't even because yeah. It says Jasmine Forrest, of course. You knew she'd have some sort of magical sounding name. Right? Was just 18 when she underwent the knife for the first time for a breast augmentation, which she had done again last year while on holiday in Los Angeles. So that tells me she's foreign, using the term on holiday. But yes, she's a Gold Coast local.
yeah. How old is
From
she
the
now?
Gold Coast. 25.
So she's already at 25. She's already had 2 breast augmentations.
Yeah, and a bunch of other stuff. And that's why I didn't even read the article because, I mean, we've heard it a million times.
Yeah,
They had
you're right.
Nose jobs and boobs and, liposuction and this and this and this. But I'm just saying, if that's your goal, you're setting out to look like Barbie and you'll spend over $100,000 to do so. There are a couple of things that you missed.
Big thigh tattoo. What? And she said people treat her better.
Yeah, that's what she said.
I believe that.
But yeah, she need to be in the hospital. You can't go in and want to change yourself that much without having, you got to have some emotional, mental situations going on.
I think there's some damage. There's some damage there from years past.
Yeah.
It's like the breast job was like the gateway to all this other stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Always is.
Is it?
Oh yeah, it's a gateway procedure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once they get boobs, and next thing you know, they're getting things bleached that ain't supposed to be bleached. They do all that.
I'm bleached butthole Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm flatfoot Barbie. Pigeon toe Barbie. What?
Yeah.
What's going on with her face though? Is it just the lips that are causing the shadow that makes her looks like she has a mustache?
I don't know. Or maybe she didn't blend her foundation, as every other heterosexual masculine man today will say.
You got to blend.
That's what it looks like. She didn't blend in the foundation around her mouth.
She's pretty though.
Yeah.
Even with like the crazy huge lips and hair down to her ass crack.
Yeah. And big old. Rob, are you whittling on the microphone in there?
What are you doing in there?
Oh,
Whittle. They're making a boat.
he's a whittling in there.
Just trying to cut his microphone down into a knife.
But
Spike.
I'm wondering what she looks like without all of that makeup, though. I mean, she's got a ton of makeup. And Riggins, you say she looks pretty.
Yeah. I mean, she's got crazy big lips. Then that's just not my thing. But for everything else, I'm fine. Her boobs didn't look crazy big. Were they? They didn't look extreme or anything.
Yeah, they're big as your head.
Yeah,
But
no,
I
they're
mean,
big. They're big.
that's not.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
they're big. You're
they're
right.
exceptionally large, but they're not so out of whack like a lot of people that you see
Yeah.
that get that done. I mean, they're a little bit larger than they need to be. I think they're too big. But
I like to see if she were really like the size of Barbie. Slim, tiny, petite, with those big old things. That's the look.
Slap them on there.
Face so tiny because she's so petite, but lips like all the way up to her eyes, so just swole up like that. So she when she blinks, the eyelashes touch her lips. Love that.
original Barbie size with quote those big old things end quote.
Strapped on. Because original Barbie did not have big boobs.
Well, compared to the rest of her, didn't she? How tiny she was. Wasn't that one of the things that when they first started talking about Barbie being dangerous for little girls is because her proportions are so out of whack that it's unachievable and all that.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, my mom has the original Barbie. She was into Barbies, and it's not, it's not a huge ass or big boobs or anything like that. Now it's a small waist, but I didn't think it was unrealistic. Maybe it is.
So you're in there looking at your mama's Barbie's boobs.
I was, messing around with them. Yeah, she's got a bunch of them. She's like, I can't. She can't sell them because I guess you got to have the box or something. So she wants to give them to my niece. And I'm like, my niece don't care about. She wants to play with the iPad. I don't give a shit about a little doll.
How old's your niece?
She's 8. She's 8 now.
Yeah.
Almost
Maybe
8.
she's just not getting that age or something.
Yeah.
And also, if you're trying to look like Barbie, wouldn't you have your nipples shaved off?
Oh right.
I mean,
yeah.
she got them sticking all out there.
Only want them to go so far, maybe.
If you want to commit to it,
Yeah.
shave your nipples off.
Barbie ain't got no genitalias neither.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd really been inspecting then, wouldn't you, Riggins?
Yeah. Sure.
Your dad would be like, hey. Yeah, I do. Little girls still play with dolls, don't they?
I don't know. I just couldn't picture. I'm like, what's she gonna? These are from the 50s or whenever the Barbie came out. I'm like,
Yeah.
you think she wants like a 60-year-old doll or whatever it is?
But without the
70-year-old
box, they're not worth.
I guess not.
anything.
No. She was trying to sell them, but
Yeah.
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 I don't think she wants those.
And there's only one girl grandchild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of a tomboy.
Right. So she building potato bombs and stuff.
More masculine than I am.
Potato cannon.
Want no damn Barbie?
Hell no.
She don't want that.
What do they call your parents?
Mimi and Pops.
Oh, that's cool.
They all call them the same thing.
Yeah, and I hated the Mimi thing. I was like, oh my God, it sounds like so redneck. But that's what we like.
Yeah, that's what Jody's mom is called, Mimi.
Yeah.
I think it's French.
Is it? I think of Mimi, I think the woman from the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
Ugh. It's not a flattering. I get why people don't want to be called grandma and grandpa anymore, but because it sounds old. But I didn't care for that. Pops, I don't mind.
But yeah, I just didn't want our kids calling because my parents already had grandparent names because my brother has 3 kids older than my kids, so they already were established. But Lainey was Jody's parents' first grandchild, and I didn't want them using grandma and grandpa because they're a bunch of Yankees where we live, and I would cringe if my kids ever said grandma and grandpa.
Grandma and grandpa.
Oh my God, I would die.
Oh, grandma and grandpa.
Grandma, we're going to Louisiana to visit grandma and grandpa.
Grandpa's.
Oh,
So why is she calling them that? Why is she using that?
she doesn't. That's what I'm saying.
oh.
I would never. That's why I never would have allowed them to call Jody's parents grandma and grandpa.
Probably also don't like calling Jody Ma.
Oh Lord, no.
Why would you do that?
Ma.
I'm guilty of that
Who?
one.
It was almost like the first time our friend Angie that used to work for us, she's from Chicago, and her husband is from Chicago. And when they first got married, his parents were around. They came to visit or something, and we were with them. And I heard Angie call Fitz's mom Ma, and I was like, oh my God. I thought we were friends. It didn't even sound right. But it actually does, 'cause she's, Midwest accent. Just going down to the bar. Hey, Ma, let's go down to the bar.
I'm trying to think of what my dad calls his mom. I think it's just mom. What, was she Italian?
Who?
Angie?
Angie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As Italian as you can get.
That might be an Italian thing.
Yeah, her last name was, her full name, Andrea Congeni
Oh God. Oh yeah.
was her name.
Congenious.
And she had a brother, Vince, and a brother, and then, we would always say Vinny. His name's Vince.
Yeah.
And her other brother, I can't remember his name. I don't know, but it was Italian.
Super Italian.
Her dad's name was, no joke, Guido.
Guido.
Yeah, Guido Congeni.
Oh my God.
Lorenzo.
Guido. Hey, yeah.
No, it was another common guy Italian name that ended in an IE sound, or a Y sound. Not Tony.
Giuseppe.
No, not Tony, but something pretty close. Oh, Frank. Vince and Frank. So Vinny and Frankie.
Frankie, you boo. That's
I
wild.
don't know. I couldn't think of that one. But yeah, so Vinny, Frankie, and Angie Congeni.
Love that.
Yeah, I mean that's like when I first started moving to bigger cities and all, there were a lot of still a lot of times that something happens around me that's just normal, and I think my parents and my family would think this just happens on TV. This is what we see on TV.
Italians running around here.
calling their mamas Ma and their grandma and grandpa. I swear, the other night when I ordered on my own because I wanted it from the appetizer menu, the cheese curds. I thought,
There's something I've never done.
what have I been influenced by? I'm ordering the cheese curds at the bar.
Who have I become?
It was good though, wasn't it?
Hell yeah.
If someone asks, tell them it's more than a little funny. It's extra funny. More of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast coming up. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
Whoa! This is the all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. Bold Doritos Cool Ranch flavors with our signature flatbread style sandwich for the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Only at Papa John's.
When it comes to making memories this summer, whether it's with your family, your friends, your significant other, there is one place where you can do it all. And that place is Gaston County. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out about all the incredible stuff that you can do this summer in Gaston County. Hiking, biking, swimming, shopping, great places to stay, and things like the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. Gaston County offers a lot of different and unique opportunities for you to make some incredible memories over the summer. And many of them are outdoors. This is a special time of the year, not too hot, just right for zip lines or hiking, biking, getting out on the trails. Makes no difference. They've got it all. Whether you're a novice or you're experienced in whatever you want to do, Gaston County has something special for you. Go to acetj.com/Gaston and find out all about the incredible things to do this summer in Gaston County. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out what's happening in Gaston County.
Putting the active. Yeah, sounds about right. This is the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Yep. Ace, has your wife set aside some things that, I know when women's are pregnant and then they have, okay, when I have this baby, I'm going to, drink this whole bottle of tequila or, whatever. Does she have stuff like that?
Absolutely. Margaritas, top of the list, wine, champagne, pretty much all drinking.
Yeah. I was going to say, it doesn't have to be alcohol.
No, that's all she's got. It's pretty much, she's looking forward to having a drink because, let's see, remember, so she was 52 days into 75 hard when she found out she was pregnant. So she already gone almost 2 months. So by the time she's done, it'll be right at 11 months since she's had an alcoholic beverage. And so, yeah, she's looking forward to having that because, food-wise, she's eating kind of pretty much.
Yeah.
Although she's maintained a fairly healthy diet, she's eating pretty much what she wanted. So that's what she's looking forward to most is having a drink.
Oh, I didn't know Uber Eats delivered healthy stuff.
They will. They will.
will?
Yeah, it costs extra.
Oh, they got to go to faraway places.
Yeah, they got to go. They got a little bit farther to get it, but they'll do it. Trust me, they will do it.
But is she going to breastfeed?
Yeah.
Can you drink it? I never know those rules about drinking and breastfeeding.
You can. You've got to pump and dump afterwards, though.
What is the timeline?
I don't know. I don't remember. She knows because she's already talked to the doctor about it. He's like, yeah, you're fine. You just have to do something. And then there's a way you can test it to make certain. Once it's been like an hour, let's say, there's a little thing you can do to test it to make sure that you're, back to normal or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Like if it comes out, it has salt in it.
Yeah.
It still tastes like a margarita. How many did you drink? But that seems kind of like a waste.
How so?
Pumping and dumping.
Oh, dumping the actual, yeah.
Yeah. How long do you have to wait to breastfeed?
There's some homeless that would love that. Sure. What'd you do with your breast milk that wasn't safe because it had alcohol in it? We gave it to the homeless. Yeah. Duh.
It's like eggnog.
Generally, moderate alcohol consumption by a breastfeeding mother up to 1 standard drink per day is not known to be harmful to the infant, especially if the mother waits at least 2 hours after a single drink before nursing.
A single drink, though?
Yeah, that's what it says. Let's see. How many times do you have to pump after drink? If you have 1 alcoholic drink and wait 2 hours to feed your baby, you don't need to pump and dump. How long after 2 drinks can I breastfeed? This says at least 2 hours. You should be fine.
Yeah.
What does
How
it
long
say?
after? And it just continues. How long after 3 drinks? Just be sure to wait 2 hours or pump after your last alcoholic beverage. And there'll be a day or evening when you may drink alcohol. That may be a good time to tap into your stored breast milk in the fridge. Yeah, it'll work. Just as long as you have some sense.
What about like a 12-pack?
Either way, it seems like what you do is just give it a night, and then you like pump and dump twice. You're good to go.
But Riggins, all those homeless people that you knew when you were living in the city, walking around there with your dog and stuff, they would have killed to have some alcohol breast milk, wouldn't they?
Hell yeah. It's
Some
like,
spirited breast milk.
it's like horchata.
Tapping into a new market.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about some rum chata. Huh?
Rum chata. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. Rum chata. That's what that is. That titty rum chata. Titty chata.
Titty cocktails.
We'll look at selling some on the internet.
Titty Ritas.
I don't know if you could sell the alcohol, the spirited breast milk on the internet.
No, I just meant
But
can
you
you
could sell the video of her pumping and dumping of it.
Hell yeah.
You can
Pumpandump.com.
sell the hell out of that.
I bet that's a real website.
Yeah, I hope not.
But it's a fetish, though.
The breast milk thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But that's one that's been around way long time, even before the internet.
That one seems more devious. And
It
more-
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there were like these
Children
I remember
involved
this,
for some reason.
nasty magazines called like Lactating Ladies
Oh.
and stuff like that. Yeah. When I
seems-
went back in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not good.
No.
That was a magazine?
I think so, yeah.
There.
Could have been a movie.
Okay.
I think Meryl Streep played it.
Gotta start
Yeah, she was nominated, I believe, for that one. Lactating Ladies, Genital Hospital, Horny Mooners was, fine blockbuster.
So there's a website that came up today. That Taylor Swift story we talked about earlier in the show with her boyfriend, Maddie Healy from the 1975. I skipped over this on the radio portion of today's show, but he's come under fire because he made fun of rapper Ice Spice, made Asian jokes. It turns out the guy's not Asian after all. He and the host also made allegedly chauvinistic jokes about women and said ignorant things about the LGBTQ community. But there's another website he discussed that I was not familiar with. That I don't know. Well, now I've got into it. I guess I'm going to have to mention it. But he talked about watching something. It's a porn site where white men have rough, degrading sex with black women, and they call it ghetto gaggers. I had never heard of that before. I was like, what the hell? And that's Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
I don't like that he goes by Maddie. I don't know why that makes me.
I hear you. I understand.
What would your brother Matt do, Riggins, if you called him Matt?
Well, he did. He called himself Maddie because he got one of those. What do you call it? Not the hoverboard, but it was the thing.
No, the Segway. deal?
No, it's got the
one wheel?
One
The
wheel.
one wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he sent me a video of him riding it around like on the first day. He's like, "Just find me on TikTok. It's Maddie One Wheels." Oh God! Don't ever say that again. He's not on TikTok, by the way.
Oh, I was hoping he was. I was about to go look it up.
He's actually given up most social media. But yeah, he was a Maddie One Wheel. I was like, ugh, don't ever say that.
What made him give up most of his social media?
He's had a religious awakening.
Okay.
But what if Taylor Swift stays with this guy?
Yeah.
What does that mean about her?
Who knows?
You know?
I don't know.
She's complicit. Mm-hmm. She's not an ally like we thought she was.
I wouldn't know that guy if he walked in here and kicked me in the nuts.
I've seen him before. He looks like he don't shower very much.
You know who else I wouldn't know? Who Ice Spice or whatever.
Ice Spice is big on the internet.
Yeah.
The guys think she's very, very attractive.
It's a she?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
No, see, I blew that a minute ago.
Yeah.
I think I said he. I don't know.
You did.
She's got like a little tight.
Yeah, then I have seen
afro.
her then. Yeah.
She kind of blew up
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
She was hanging, I think maybe one of the Kardashians or something.
with the kids.
Yeah.
Like the North was like a big fan of this music, and it's like vulgar. And so Kim invited her over, and they're doing TikToks together. It was like, oh yeah.
So yeah, I knew who that was then.
Yeah.
But I don't think women should be called Ice. That's a man's name.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Ice Cube, Vanilla Ice,
Ice T.
George Gervin, the Iceman.
There's a lot of ice.
Yeah. Wasn't there a serial killer called the Iceman? I think there was.
Dean Malenko.
Was he called the Iceman?
Wasn't he the ice guy? Iceman?
I don't know, but we're really looking at you now, Taylor. What's it gonna be?
Look, I'll be
What
real
are you
curious
gonna
to see
do?
what happens with that.
What are you gonna do, little Miss Goody Two Shoes? Little Miss Cat Queen?
Yeah.
Little Miss Moderate voice? Nothing special about it. Little Miss Marginal Talent.
Marginal talent. I mean, that's where I can't get on board with it. She's very talented.
She's not as talented as her to warrant the following she has on her talent.
She's a good writer.
For a little kid, when she was writing when she was a little kid, those were great songs for an 11-year-old to be writing. But see, I didn't know the full story about how she became successful just until a few weeks ago. I didn't know that her dad bought a record company and gave her first record contract through his record company and stuff.
Oh, she would have earned it with that Tim McGraw song.
How would she have gotten a Tim McGraw song if her dad hadn't have put her into business right there?
Yeah, but there's a lot of people with record contracts that don't amount to that you've never heard of. Most people with record contracts you've probably never heard of. There's got to be something there.
Yeah, because if your parents have enough money to start a record company for you, then they've got connections that they're making in other ways.
Maybe.
I'm not saying she's talentless. I'm just saying that she's nothing special talent-wise as far as I'm concerned. And I've got a great eye for talent. Everybody talks about that.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I was the first one that was over about 12 or 13 years old that said that Demi Lovato has a big girl voice.
That's right.
She's got it. And if she hadn't gone chasing all these crazy rainbows and things, unicorns, dope, doing all that shit, she'd still be on everybody's top playlist. I'm gonna tell you that right now because I seen her in that School of Rock when she was a little girl. And I said, "Hey, that little girl got a good voice right there."
Yeah. Came in riding that dope unicorn.
Riding that dope unicorn on a rainbow. Which, by the way, that I don't even know if y'all, being in your mid-30s, Riggins and Rob, know what this is. I haven't seen it in years. But the most disgusting candy they used to have available in any candy aisle of a store was that it was some kind of a coconut chewy bar thing that was rainbow colors and it had sugar on the outside of it and coconut. It was disgusting.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a chewy, fruity kind of candy with coconut on it. It was rainbow. That's what reminded me of, riding it. Ace, what's wrong with your eye? I've been asking you that.
I don't know. I woke up like my left eye. I woke up like that and saw it this morning.
Yeah, it's
almost like I got a burst of blood vessel in it. I didn't notice it before I went to the gym this morning, but I noticed it when I came back. So I don't really know.
You
I have no
crying
idea.
blood.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's bad.
I got out of the shower and was like, is it still in the corner or has it moved over to the full eye?
It's not in the full eye yet, but
that's good.
It's the whole that half.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the weirdest thing. I just saw it this morning. I was like, I don't know what happened.
Somebody beat your ass in your dreams.
Oh,
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know if I woke up and I didn't notice it before. Like I said, I didn't notice it before I went to the gym, but I noticed it when I came home, went to get in the shower, and I was like, "What the hell's that?" So it may have been there from when I was asleep. It may not have. I don't know.
Maybe you burned it from looking at so much porn.
Yeah, lactated
Back
later.
later.
Maybe that was it. Yeah.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny Podcast in 3 minutes.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions
Alexa, turn on the universe.
on your phone, on your smart TV. This is Ace TJ TV.
Yes, it's spring and summer will be here soon. Everybody's outside having a good time. They're going to the pools and the beaches and all. And if that's not for you, only because you're feeling like you're not so confident in the way you look, or you're uncomfortable because you have extra weight on you at the moment, then you need our friends at Calitrin. You see, Calitrin is different. Calitrin is not a diet drug, and it's not going to increase your heart rate and make you feel like you're nervous and all of that. It is the top quality collagen, and we need collagen in our system, and we lose it over time. And Calitrin replaces that collagen. And, you know, it promotes fat loss and lean muscle. And it does it the healthy way. It helps you lose weight the healthy way. So it's not claiming to make you lose 30 pounds overnight. It doesn't do that. It's consistency. That's the key with Calitrin. And when you order 3 months supply, you're going to get 2 months free and $21 off. Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today.
Whoa! This is the all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. Bold Doritos Cool Ranch flavors with our signature flatbread style sandwich for the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Only at Papa John's.
Ace TJ 5G is possible thanks to our friends from O'Connor Insurance Associates. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated, and they can help you get the most insurance for your money. All you have to do is head over to acetj.com/O'Connor.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park, a fantastic hotel in the beautiful South Park neighborhood in Charlotte. You'll find gourmet restaurants, specialty boutiques, lively breweries, and area landmarks all surrounding this incredible hotel. The Hyatt Centric South Park.
More than just a little funny. This is extra funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast. From the Ace and TJ Show.
Ooh. I saw a thing today as I was checking, you know, all of my Zodiac news. Zodiac. And I ran across this. It said there are 3 Zodiac signs with psychic abilities. And 2 of the signs belong to members of the Ace and TJ show.
Oh, psychic abilities.
Now, let's see who can predict those 2 people to find out if they are indeed psychic. Riggins, who do you think the 2 people are?
Alexis and Ace.
It's a good thing that your sign didn't come up here as a psychic, because you are not a psychic.
Yeah, I don't feel any powers.
Yeah, I would not have picked me.
Wait, what is yours again, Riggins?
Cancer.
That's right. So you said not you, Ace?
No, I
you
don't-
don't think you have psychic abilities?
Not a lick, no.
Rob,
What's that?
what 2 people on the show do you think have psychic abilities?
You. Maybe Alexis.
The 2 people on the show whose zodiac sign leads them to have psychic abilities would be Ace, the Gemini, and Scorpio.
Scorpio.
That's Rob.
Oh, that's Rob. Ace and Rob.
Rob and Ace are both psychic, and they didn't even know it. Now you know.
Anything.
Get out there and start psychicking on people. Do some psychicking. Bring in some extra money.
Have him look into your ball, your crystal ball. Really? That's it. Not Alexis. Yeah, I just figured she was more in touch with, the universe, as she says.
She's a poser.
She's a poser. She's a fake, a fraud.
Because I think it's that Long Island medium that is a Gemini, Ace's son.
Who knew?
Isn't that who this is in this picture?
Teresa Caputo, yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, heavens.
Oh, my God.
I'm seeing something. Did your grandfather wear a watch? Ugh. So that's the basis for who else's?
No, they go
psychic?
through a bunch of rules. And then the other says Scorpios are inclined to seek and attract the paranormal and are adept at sniffing out frauds and false claims of psychic ability.
That doesn't
Wait,
strike me as
I'm the
odd.
best at sniffing out frauds and false claims of psychic ability.
Oh, that's true.
Anybody who claims to be psychic,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy. I'm 100 for 100%
Yeah.
on that.
But it also said hauntings and things like that. So maybe Rob's our guy.
I'm not going
I
looking
need
for
to
that.
figure out how to tap into my psychic ability.
Yeah, man. Get up in there. Might as well.
Tap, 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 tap in.
If somebody wants to believe in all that.
I hear you.
And then I don't know what this has to do with. The other one is Pisces for the three that are most common to be psychic. So they had Long Island medium, and then they show a picture of a woman with a crystal ball talking about the Scorpios, and then the Pisces is Kesha. Is Kesha psychic?
Kesha. I mean, she writes okay pop songs, but come on now.
And I don't even know what this means. Kesha is a Pisces with P ghosts, like a woman's part ghosts. What is that?
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Oh, does that mean like she has orgasms that come out of nowhere that are just like
They
a
call me-
force field or something?
That's interesting.
That's my nickname in college.
Like a
P
force
ghost.
field.
I don't know. But you gotta go with it. You gotta believe it.
Well, sure. Teresa Caputo and Kesha.
And a just generic crystal
What
ball.
more do you need?
Huh.
So y'all need to set up a little roadside place where y'all can do some psychicking on people.
Ace and Rob. The dynamic psychic duo.
Yeah, so psychics.
Yeah, and she'd be pissed that she wasn't named
Yeah.
as one of like the most likely psychics. She'd be like, why can't I be a psychic? That's bullshit.
And then she'd be slamming Rob for being named
being
as one
named
of them.
Yes, that would really drive her up the wall.
Somebody text her and let her know.
Yeah, tell her she's got zero psychic ability.
And Rob and Ace have it all.
She's gonna lose it. She's gonna lose it.
You know, even if I did think that some form of psychic ability existed in people and all that, I would never ever believe it in a man.
It seems like a feminine,
Yeah.
female only thing.
Yeah, because I mean, the card readers and all that are, the tarot
Never a
card
guy.
readers are women. The crystal ball people are women.
And when you drive by those
really.
places on the highway, or whatever, it's always Madam Somebody.
Yeah.
So, Ace, when is your sister gonna come up with a fun name like that for her tarot card readings and
Well,
stuff?
her name on TikTok is Gypsy Souls,
Oh yeah.
something or other. So I think that's kind of
So
it.
it's a foot side.
Yeah, it's it's she's got I don't have one of the new ones. She's got her pins and all that say like Gypsy Souls Photography and Reading. So that's kind of her name. The working title is Gypsy Souls.
And does she make money from it?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's-
Well, she says people pay her on TikTok for readings and stuff. I don't know how often she goes up. There was a time she was going live pretty regularly. I don't know what she's doing at the moment, but several times she said she made a few $100 in a night doing readings and stuff. $5, $10 per reading or whatever.
I mean, how sad are people who sit around and they're just so lost in life that they say, "I'm going to get on the internet and try to get somebody to help me by reading my tarot cards, giving me a psychic reading.
It's wild.
Why are you being so
about
judgy?
You talk about people needing the Lord.
It's a call for help.
But I mean, it's just like those people that used to call those psychic hotlines all the time at night, in the middle of the night. They're calling the psychic hotlines. Miss Cleo and them.
Yeah.
Why did Miss Cleo stop doing stuff? Wasn't it some sort of legal issue?
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
sued.
Call me now for your free reading.
And what isn't she from Georgia, not Jamaica?
Yeah, it's all fake. They said Dionne Warwick was making like a couple $1 million a month from that.
Oh, wow. In 2002, the Federal Trade Commission charged the owners of the company, for Miss Cleo, with, and oddly enough, there's two guys, neither one of them named Cleo, with deceptive advertising, billing, and collection practices. The network had billed its victims for an estimated $1 billion.
We had a friend, he had passed now, but he used to have a job where he would run a syndicated radio show out of a building in Los Angeles on the weekends. And he said that part of the building, they had a psychic, one of those Miss Cleo type things, set up in one of the office areas and all that, where they had the phone banks and they were doing all this. And he said he used to get nervous just walking by there. He said because some of the women in there playing the part of the psychics were hot. And he said, I know every time I walk by there, they know I want to bang them. He said, so I got nervous and I couldn't even look at them because, you know, they look up at me and they're like, oh, I'm getting a feeling. This guy wants us.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.